You know, in the world of crypto, everyone says data is king. But what happens when the numbers are all screaming sell, yet the community is screaming buy? Well, that's the story we're diving into with the Pi network. It's this classic battle of faith versus the market. So let's get into it because we're looking at a real paradox here with the Pi network. You see, all the market data, it tells a story of collapse. But the people who are actually holding the tokens, they're telling a completely different story.
Okay, so first up, let's look at the case for concern. Because from a pure market perspective, the warning signs for Picoin aren't just there, they're basically flashing bright red.
And the starting point for all this worry is the price itself. Picoin recently dropped to an all-time low of just 32 cents. And look, hitting a record low, that's more than just a number on a screen. It's a huge psychological blow and a really clear sign of some intense selling pressure.
So what's fueling all that pressure? Well, a flood of new supply. Just in August, over 19 million new PI tokens hit the market. And basic economics tells us, right, when you flood a market with more of something, its value tends to go down.
And the problems? They go even deeper than just the price. The network itself is showing some serious signs of strain. I mean, think about it. With over half of all transactions failing, the whole thing is just becoming harder to use. And that probably helps explain why the overall network activity is dropping off.
But right when the data is painting this really bleak picture, the community just flips the script. While the market was busy selling, the believers, they were doubling down. And this is where the story gets really interesting. Get this, instead of panic selling, a big chunk of the community is doing the exact opposite. On just a single day, holders voluntarily locked away over 3.3 million of their Pi tokens, effectively taking them right off the market. And let's be super clear here, nobody made them do this. This was a deliberate choice by thousands of people to basically stand up and say, hey, we believe in the long-term future here, and we're not selling. That's a powerful statement of confidence, and it's designed to push back against all that selling pressure. And it wasn't just the community. The core team behind Pi is making moves too. To back up what the community was doing, the network slashed its mining rate to the lowest it's ever been. This is a direct strategy, right? Slow down the creation of new tokens, make the existing ones a little more scarce, and in theory, more valuable.
But hold on, it wasn't just the small, passionate holders showing all this faith. While the community was busy locking up their tokens, a much bigger player entered the scene. And they've been buying.
A single large wallet has been quietly building up a massive stash of Pi tokens. We're talking to the tune of 350 million. In the crypto world, we call an investor this big a whale. And believe me, their movements can create some serious waves. This makes that wallet the single biggest holder of Picoin outside of the project's own founding team. And having a buyer of this size, that's a potential game changer. They have the financial muscle to absorb selling from other people and pretty much set a whole new price floor. So you've got these two powerful dueling forces, right? All this negative market data on one side and this incredible conviction from the community and a whale on the other. So what does the future hold? Well, the answer might not actually be found inside the Pi network itself.
And this slide just lays out the core tension perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got every reason to be cautious. A record low price, tons of tokens being unlocked, and network performance issues. But on the other side, you've got these powerful reasons for hope. Massive community lockups, a huge whale buying in, and a slower rate of new tokens being made. It's a total stalemate.
And the thing that might break this stalemate? It could be a critical outside force, the rest of the crypto market. See, the fate of projects like Pi is often tied directly to the health of Bitcoin. And right now, some pretty influential people are warning of a potential downturn.
This project just doesn't exist in a vacuum. In crypto, you know the saying, a rising tide lifts all boats, but a falling one can sink them too. This means that even with all this internal belief in positive action, a major drop in Bitcoin could easily overwhelm it all and just drag Picoin down with it.
And hey, a quick but really important note here. This explainer is just for informational purposes. It is not financial advice. The crypto market is incredibly volatile, so you should always do your own research and maybe even think about talking to a licensed professional before making any moves.
And so that leaves us with the big question at the very heart of this story. We're watching a real-time experiment unfold. In a market that's supposed to be driven by data, can the collective faith of a community actually outweigh the numbers? For the Pi Network, and for so many others like it, that is the billion-dollar question.